Hi, Marieta. Welcome to BizTalk. That's my great pleasure having me today. How are you?
Hi, Max. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm fine.
Thanks to you for coming. So let's start talking about Consulthon, or how it is the right pronunciation, already done perfectly well.
Yeah, so you're right. It's Consulthon. This is how I would pronounce it. But here in UK, some people pronounce it consultant. So I suppose it's like, yeah, like the same like hackathon. Everybody pronounces it in a different way. So it's fine. We are aware of that. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the hackathon thing, we were inspired by the idea how IT guys are actually gathering and solving and finding the next big tech thing. So this is how we came up with the idea, and also like communicating through our network, because I'm a consultant for the past 10 years, process improvement consultant, the same for the other co-founder. So this is how we came up with the idea, like consultants together in one place, like forum, and be able to brainstorm on solutions for small and medium businesses and startups, basically companies that cannot afford big consultancies. Yeah, so this is just a quick summary. When we came up with the idea, we actually started researching the market, and we saw that only in UK, where we are based, yeah, and only in London, there are 43,000 small and medium companies. And small and medium companies, it varies, but it's everything between 10 to 250 employees. Of course, like this is the moment where you start having some business challenges, either with the team or with the business strategy, growth. So basically, this is our target, where we can present consultants and consultant solutions. The market is if you see how much these companies, 43,000 companies only in London, they spend 3 billion on consulting per year, and this is basically according to the statistics of UK. And this is how we saw that yeah, there is a big opportunity. There is also like a lot of untapped market. These kind of companies, they don't know that they can actually explore any consulting knowledge. So it's not only limited to, let's say, HR or tax advisory or something, but it can be anything that basically big consultants are doing for corporations. We recently came up with the idea, so we have already our clients on board. For the past 2 years, we started having this paid advisory call. So initially, when we launched the platform, it was free forum, but after that, we decided, okay, we need to keep the consultants interested. So we launched the paid advisory calls, 1 hour advisory call, where the business can speak in details everything about the business challenge that they have. The consultant can give like a rough plan of action, how things can be achieved. And after that, if the business has a budget, he can hire the consultant and work on a like short-term project or even like a long-term project. Currently, we have one client, Vinegar Producer, that started with us 1 year ago. It started initially with business development, and then it moved to marketing and rebranding, and it continues working with the marketing and rebranding consultants, and currently is in conversations with consultants, ERP consultants, so IT consultants, because he wants to implement ERP solution for his company. So this is basically our how we operate. So from the advisory call, then moving to a short-term or long-term project. And currently, we have more than 870 consultants on the platform, mainly UK-based and European-based, but we also have consultants from India, US, Australia. Most of them are with 10 years of experience, at least 10 years of experience. Majority of them are 15, 20 years of experience, or quite senior guys. we decided that we would like to initiate a crowdfunding campaign. Our plan is to launch in March. And we are working with seeders. And the idea is we would like to market our platform, to open it for the bigger auditory. And also like to be able to use the money that we'll have from the crowdfunding to develop, to finesse our proprietary algorithm, how we are matching consultants and business challenges, and also to develop a consulting bot, and also to make the platform to re-engineer the platform so consultants be able to show their projects in a better way, so to have a quicker match between the business and the consultant. I mentioned about quickly mentioned about our story before that. But yeah, basically, this is what we do. We match businesses, small and medium businesses, with independent consultants. And when I say independent consultants, these are consultants that have been in big consulting companies like McKinsey, Ernst & Young, KPMG, and they left. So they're on themselves now, and they are happy like to spread the knowledge that they have gathered throughout their experience, and of course like being paid for that, but this is like for a fraction of the cost in usual big consulting companies. And this is like a quick snapshot how the platform looks like. But of course, if you go on our website, you will see our journey is pretty straightforward and simple. If you have a business problem, you contact us, you can raise your business challenge on the platform, or you can drop us an email. Then our algorithm matches this business challenge with the consultants. Let's say you have a business challenge in like business development or growth and expansion. Then we, based on the filters that the consultants put when they registered, then our algorithm will match you with the right consultant. Also, we have automated email that will send you 3 to 5 profiles that are the exact match of what you need. And you will pick one that you would like to go to jump in an advisory call with. And after the advisory call, 1 hour advisory call, it is up to you, like it's up to the business decision to decide whether they would like to continue, like to initiate the project because they have a budget, or they would think about, or they might implement it with their own teams. And of course, like we have feedback after each call from the business side and the consultant side. If there is something really wrong going on with the paid advisory call, we have the money back guarantee. But until now, nobody used that. So I'm quite happy how the algorithm works. And basically why we are on the market and why we are actually pushing our platform and the existence of our platform, because we saw that currently like the problems are, yes, consulting is unaffordable, like really good consulting. It's inaccessible because let's say you're a small company, you cannot just drop an email to Ernst & Young and say, can you please advise me for 1 hour? It is also like the lack of expertise is a big thing, because you're a company, but you cannot hire all the experts in the world. Like even big companies cannot do that. So you might just need like some kind of expertise for a given period of time. So this is where it comes like you can work with consultants ad hoc. It's cost efficient because basically you pay the rate of the consultant. There is like no big margins that go for the big corporations. It's easy to use because it's straightforward. It's a direct match, or it's via email, again, a match through the platform, and it's pretty customized. So in this 1 hour advisory call, you directly speak about your business challenge. You don't speak about general things, and also the consultant is speaking only about like your bespoke approach. Yeah, so as I said, we are based in London. This is where we operate, but I'm happy to say that we had clients from US, France, Netherlands, and now currently we have one client in Egypt, and we have one client in Bulgaria, my home country. But basically, if you just see the numbers for London and then you apply them to all the countries, you can see that the market is huge and the potential is huge. These are some of our we're really proud with these case studies that we managed to help companies. It was one company, was actually a consulting company, French consulting company, that approached us for due diligence project, because they were supposed to buy and they actually bought a software, but they needed to move really fast. So when they approached us, they needed to speak with the consultant in 24 hours, IT due diligence consultant, and they needed to complete the due diligence process within the next 2 weeks. So we were able to help them. So they bought the software, procurement software. And the other one is like an internal tax audit for one company, American company producing face masks. 2 years ago, when the whole pandemic started, they actually, they're based in US, but they wanted to start operating in UK. So they needed to understand how they can do that from a tax and accounting perspective, and move fast, because they obviously, like when they jumped in the call with the consultant, he showed them that they obviously have some problems with their invoices even now, and the government will create big problems for them. So we also moved really fast with that one. And as I told you, now we have one client for the past 1 year, vinegar producer, who actually experienced a lot of consultants from the platform in different industries. Testimonials I'm happy to share, and you also see testimonials on our platform when you join. It's really interesting when we speak about competitors, because I mentioned several times big consulting companies, but there are actually, except for the big consulting companies or Big Four or BCG, McKinsey, and Boston Consulting, and Bain, there are some other platforms. Connecting Visions, for example, is a Spanish one. GOG is an American. CoMatch is an American. So they do these kind of things, but what they do is actually they target the market of the big consultancies. And also when you go on their platform, they don't have the free forum where actually you can discuss business problems and solutions. You just they own the consultants, or it's again freelance service knowledge on demand, but they actually control the consultants that they can offer to you. So that's why we approach it more like a democratization of the consulting, which is something that really needs in this kind of industry. And what we are proud of until now is, I told you, currently we have more than 870 consultants in different areas. Yes, we managed to achieve our LinkedIn followers without paid marketing. We were published in Consultancy UK without paying, so we are just giving them our opinion on things about small and medium companies. Our first advisory calls, and currently it's more than 8 months engagement with our one of our clients, the vinegar producer that I told you. And currently what we have is we are working with seeders to launch our crowdfunding campaign, and the money that we'll use, £150,000, will be used for this proprietary algorithm, re-engineering some things for the consultants on the platform, and also business development and marketing, but in an automated way. So we won't spend on salaries, hiring, just for the sake of hiring, but we will just use robotics process automation to do some of those tasks. It's important to say that we are registered SEIS and EIS, but this is for our UK investors. And we already managed to secure £50,000 for like pre-launch of our crowdfunding campaign. And the core team probably you will be, because now you see me, but it's not only me I'm doing this. The core team is consisting of 5 people. The other co-founder, Mireu. Manolo is our advisor, strategy advisor. He is advisor of in Netherlands for startups, Netherlands and Sweden, Swedish market. Esam and Osama, who are also like supporting us in our growth and business development, and also like development of the platform. But we also use interns, so we cooperate with universities, and we have this partnership for interns that are on rotation, so they can help us with some marketing, with some things that they can do. So this is a great help. Currently, we have 10 interns in our team. And basically, that's it. If you are interested, yeah, you can scan the QR code, you can join us. You can also share a business challenge with us. So this is our area, knowledge as a service. Thank you.
Thank you, Marieta. Very clear. And let me ask you, what about your business model?
So the business model is quite simple. So the paid advisory call, if you even go on the platform, the paid advisory call, 1 hour paid advisory call, this is the initial advisory call, is £250. This is on average. I'm saying on average because we have some consultants on the platform that only their rate per hour is £600, because they might be really niche consultants, let's say like money laundering, and some other like specific finance things, which is like a challenge that I don't think a lot of small and medium companies will face. So that's why on average £250. Out of these £250, £150 goes to the consultant that advises during the call. £50 goes to the platform or stays in the platform, and £50 goes to the person who actually referred this business, because until now all the businesses that came to us, they were actually referred. So that's why we just said, okay, we would like actually to be grateful for that somebody is actually referring us. And then we take a percentage of the budget of the project that will be launched after the advisory call. So it really depends. On average, this is 10%, but it might varies depending on how we'll negotiate with the company. So this is it. Like we take a cut from the paid advisory call, and we take a cut from the budget of the project that will be launched.
Thank you. How do you search for advisors? Do they come to you, or how do you market your platform?
That was actually something that we had different expectations. So when we launched the platform, we assumed that consultants won't be so willing to join the platform, because usually, you know, like consultants, they don't like sharing their knowledge for free or so like openly. And we thought that we'll have more businesses joining the platform without marketing compared to the consultants. But actually, when we launched the platform, consultants just started coming. So we even don't search for them. On the contrary, businesses, they weren't they joined the platform, but they are not willing to share their business challenge on our free forum. So they just drop us an email and they say, can you help us with that? Instead of like dropping just the challenge on the forum, because it's an open forum, and then they can immediately receive answers from consultants. So that's quite interesting behavior. So consultants come, consultants are really open. They can share solutions. They can share even challenges on the platform because they're curious to hear about the approach of the other consultants. But businesses are actually what we target now, because businesses, even until today, they don't believe, they think that there is something like hidden, or I don't know, because or unaffordable for them. And then this is like the long discussion that, okay, no, it's actually affordable for you. This is just how the market was structured until now. Businesses, like small businesses, they knew that they cannot afford consulting.
What about the selection? How do you select your consultants? Make sure they are the right one.
Yes. So when you join the platform, you have the choice. So it's a slider. So you join the platform and you are either like a person who searches for a solution or a problem solver. If you rank yourself like a problem solver, then we organize an interview with you, because on the platform we have people that, for example, they mark themselves as problem solvers, but when we approach them for like the interview, they're saying that they would prefer just to be like participants on the platform, but without like being like advisors in paid advisory calls. And on the other side, when we have this interview with consultants, then we gather the information from them, what is their area, because sometimes it appears that the consultant might be, let's say, finance consultant, like finance or accounting, but actually his interest might be more in financial tech, like fintech or something like this. So people were more like, they might be specialists in an area, but they might not take any business challenges. They might just be interested to take a particular business challenge that they really want to put their hands on. So this is through the interview that we organize with them.
And what about rating? Are you rating your consultants to give help to the clients?
So rating, yes. So the rating comes after the feedback. So the most important rating is after the call, the paid advisory call with the consultant. So the consultants that were participating in paid advisory calls, yes, this is a database behind the scenes that we have, where actually we have the rating of consultants and how basically the consultant was approaching, how clear was the whole proposition of the consultant. So this is going behind the scenes, and on the platform you can see, like on the platform it's like a free rating that people basically, if they like a solution or if they like a business challenge, they can just like rate it. Actually there is minus as well, so they might rate it down. But this is like on the platform is like it's a public decision, like whoever likes whatever they like. But on the advisory calls, it's a different story, because there is this database that is based, like mainly driven from the approach of the consultant during advisory calls.
On your knowledge, which kind of services are the most requested? I don't know, finance, tax, legal.
Yes, we started actually our first call, and I showed that in the case study, was actually the tax, but this was 2 years ago. And this was just in the beginning of the pandemic, when actually businesses were searching like how to operate in different markets, and online, of course. But this was like before the pandemic. Then we saw that actually it was business development. Like within these 2 years, the biggest thing was like people searching for business development and people that can actually, experts that can actually help them with strategy, with new strategy, how to operate in this digital world with their products that might be physical products. And now, like for the past 2 months, we have like a big, like I would say even gap of experts that can do marketing, digital marketing, and this is like everything: ads, blogs, like paid ads, writing blogs, PR, but everything that makes the end-to-end product like digital marketing. And we can see that the price also went up, so clients come to us with particular budget, and when we start approaching experts, or even like the match through the platform, the experts are not willing to take a particular budget, so they want it like even like 50-40% more. And a lot of the experts are saying actually that they're quite busy. So currently what I experience with small and medium companies and startups is this like digital marketing.
So they give you the budget, okay? How difficult is for you? You already said it a bit. How difficult is for you to match the budget? Give quality, meanwhile matching the budget.
Yeah, so the budget, so it's it really depends. So so there are experts that are charging per day, and they're saying, okay, I will spend like 8 days, and I don't know, let's say like 8 days in the period of 1 month, let's say, I will do this for you, and then I will train you how you will do it. But let's say they want a budget for this 1 month and like paid per day. So they calculate their own like budget, the minimum budget that they will start with. Other experts are saying, okay, like what are the things that actually the clients want, because like everything is again you will calculate the hours, because some clients they just want ads, some clients they want ads but they want also the design for these ads, and they want the analysis because they cannot analyze. So there are these, so the whole thing is expectations between what actually the client wants. So the client writes a list, or if I can say so, of the things that he wants or she wants, and then the consultant says, okay, this is basically per day, and how much it will take. And this is where it comes like the whole like matching. Okay, are you willing actually to increase? And the whole increase is just because the marketing experts saw that they can increase the prices because it's really what is now wanted. So this is basically the two sides, either driven by the expectations of the client, when the client has actually the expectations that knows, I want this and this, like let's say bullet points, 15 bullet points, or the client doesn't know, and then the marketing expert says, okay, I can do for you a marketing campaign for 1 month. I can also prepare the training for you. So after this 1 month, I will do the campaign for you. I will show you also how I'm doing it. I will train your team. And also, of course, they put budget for training, but at least like they're showing how the client can do after that the things with his own team.
And if I want to run an entire project in your platform, may I?
Yes, you can run. So you can, so basically we don't, and this is one of the things that this is where I said we would like to develop this, to re-engineer the consulting, the profiles of the consultants, because currently you can see that we don't have like, if I can say so, like combining people in a team. So this is something that we would like to do, because we saw that that basically you have a conversation with one consultant, you start a project with one consultant, but if you actually increase this project because you are happy, the results are there, you have your return on investment, the consultant can suggest other consultants that he or she knows from the network he has and he worked well with them. Or on the other side, it can be like consultants from the platform joining this consultant, like the current consultant that the company works with. So this is where we would like actually to be able to create on the platform, like creating teams.
Something similar to Asana, I suppose. How do you scale your company?
This is the thing. So scaling that's why we need automation. So I mean, basically our company is open for everybody, like consultants, businesses. Initially, I said that our target is London, and this is our intention, like when we launched the platform, to be London. But our first client was an American company. Our second client was a French company. So basically we decided we'll be open for everybody. Scaling is actually a matter of educating the market, because even now the platform has the functionality if you are the business and I'm the consultant, if you like my writings on the free strategy on the platform, but if you like my approaches, solutions, you can just click the button, book a call with Marieta. I will receive notification. The platform will also receive notification that Max wants to speak with Marieta. So actually the platform can issue an invoice before the advisory call, but we weren't going to be needed as a mediator in between, because the consultant and the business can directly match and go in a paid advisory call. Currently, we are in between this mediation because of these emails that companies write to us. But this is also part of educating the market that actually the platform is there, the consultants are there, you can scroll, you can read their profiles, you can book calls with them, you don't need any of our interventions.
I mean, what about the for your raise 150K? Mostly, you said already they will go to marketing and tech development. Why investors should invest in your company and how they will exit one day?
Yeah, so according to our calculations, like we're calculating that we would like to exit in like an even investors now that will join the crowdfunding to invest in year 5 to 7. So what is important for the investor to know is that consulting is a really lucrative business. Like that's why, like for so many years, it wasn't like disrupted. So the model as it was established back in US, like this is how it's done even today. Really high margins, knowledge like stays in the consultants, like in the domain of the consultants. So, but actually, and even if you see like the market for big corporations, like consulting market for big corporations, consulting in small and medium businesses throughout the world will definitely like surpass it with many times. Like if you like openly speak about like consulting is accessible and this is the way, and it's straightforward, like how we have it, so you don't have like some false expectations before and after the call. That's why like it's really I would say it's profitable even with this, like the fraction of the cost that we operate, because consultants, let's say like consultants now might charge between, let's say, 300 to 600 or even 1,000. Like really experienced consultants in their own practice, they can charge 1,000 per day if they work for some like small period of time. But this is incomparable with junior consultants that the company will pay like beginning rate of £3,000. And of course, this is because of margins. This is because this money are distributed to a lot of people. So this is why we like say there is a lot here to earn, a lot of opportunities. Companies, especially because of COVID, they started like appreciating that they can work with consultants online. Because before COVID, we heard that, oh, how are we going to, work with consultants? We cannot work online. And yes, the market is getting there. Like we see like on a daily basis, like the growing interest. So this 150K is a really small bit, and especially for UK investors, the fact that we are SCI, SEIS and EIS registered means that they will be able to save from their taxes, and tax year is approaching like in April.
Marieta, thank you so much for coming to BizTalk. It's been a very great pleasure for me having you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you so much. Take care.